Hello everyone, and welcome to our first travel video. We took a short trip to Michigan from July 10th through the 13th. We drove all night and got into town around 9 a.m. We had a great place to stay with a beautiful pond in Interlaken, and we spent the first day looking for lakes to visit, shopping at a local farmer's market, and visiting with family. This red-winged blackbird must have had a nest close by. Every time we went near the pond, she would fly up to this branch and twitter away until we left. This Airbnb had 2 canoes available for guests to use, but every morning when we went out to the dock, there was a snake that was guarding them. We're not sure if it was the same snake every morning, but it definitely was impressive, and we decided to leave it alone. The next morning, we went to explore the rock beach at Peterson Park near Northport. Northport is a beautiful town, and we recommend visiting it if you have the opportunity. The last time we were there, we took takeout over to Peterson Park to watch the sunset, and there's a beautiful view there. We did not visit the rock beach at that point, so we decided this was a perfect opportunity to go see what it had to offer. The rocks were beautiful, and the views of the lake were gorgeous. Something that happened during this trip that I've never experienced on any of my other trips to Michigan was the fact that there was a massive fish kill in Lake Michigan this year. Apparently, the temperatures in the springtime were far too extreme, and fish called alewives died off in the thousands, washing up on the Lake Michigan beaches. Tony was nice enough to point out a bunch of little spiders scurrying around on the rocks on the beach. I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, so I was very careful about where I stepped and really didn't want to stay on the beach too long after that, despite the fact that it was a beautiful day, the rocks were gorgeous, and the lake had so many different colors of blue despite the cloudy day. I do recommend this beach, just be aware that there are spiders there, and I don't think the fish kill is going to be something that will be an issue on regular years. After spending some time at the Rock Beach, we took a 12-minute drive to Lelanau State Park. We took the 2.2-mile loop around Lake Michigan Trail. The trail was shaded and relatively easy, though there were lots of ups and downs. Tony took the camera to the beach to take some pictures because there were nesting birds and we didn't want to take Xander there in case he disturbed them. We were going to go to the Manitou Overlook that is off this trail, but there seemed to be a lot of vegetation, and we did not want to chance it with shorts in case there was poison ivy. We will be better prepared next time and check out the overlook then. Lelanau State Park is also home to the Grand Traverse Lighthouse, built in 1852. There is a museum that you can visit if you are there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. June, July, and August, or 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. May, September, October, or November. They are closed from January through May. Admission is $8 for adults, $3 for kids 6 to 17 years old, and free admission for children under 5. We got there after it closed, but we were allowed to walk around the grounds and along the beach, which also, unfortunately, was strewn with the alewives. Fish Town is one of our favorite places to visit. It is a little pier town along the lake in Leland, Michigan. Established in the early 1850s, this area takes you back in time. The buildings are preserved and look exactly how you would expect a 19th century fishing village to appear. The area includes restaurants, art galleries, shops, and a marina. The Dam Candy Store is a favorite. Kids love it, not only for the delicious treats you find inside, but because they can say the name without getting into trouble. Leland itself is a beautiful town, and we recommend spending some time walking around and visiting the many shops. I am lucky enough to have family living in the area. Editing Christy interrupts this video for an important blood sugar alert.
What's up, Xander? Do I need to check? Do I need to check? You're such a good boy. Good boy, Xander.
Chateau Fontaine Winery is my favorite winery, and we visit it every time we are in the area. They have a complimentary wine tasting that I highly recommend, especially the cherry wine with dark chocolate. It is a well-kept winery with beautiful flowers and picturesque scenery. If you're lucky, you might run into the resident pups. They love to see Xander when we come. No trip to this area of Michigan is complete without a visit to Cherry Republic. We went to the location in Glen Arbor, but we were so busy sampling all the goodies that we only took a couple pictures. After Cherry Republic, we headed out of Glen Arbor on Michigan 22. In a field, Tony spotted some cranes and we pulled over to try to get a look at them. Unfortunately, they moved off into some very tall grass, and we were able to get photos of the scenery, but not of the birds. I remembered that on a previous trip, we nearly ran into some of these huge birds on a road near here. We had to hit the brakes so hard our cooler flew off our back seat and created a mess of food and ice on the floor of the car. And we decided to go down that road to see if there were any there, and we found this pair in a field near where our first encounter with these birds happened a few years prior. Sandhill Cranes are Michigan's largest birds, but they are only there for summer to fall, flying to Florida to spend the winter. They are around 5 foot tall, with a wingspan of up to 7 feet. Most pairs only have one fledgling a year that survives into adulthood. We stood there for a long time watching and listening to these amazing birds. And here's a video of their conversation with another pair that was close by, but out of sight. Suttons Bay is a beautiful little town with interesting shops, delicious food, and colorful architecture. It is located on an inlet of Lake Michigan, aptly called Suttons Bay. The village was created in 1854, named after Henry C. Sutton, who set up to supply steamboats on the lake with fuel on their journey. We love exploring the shops. We always find new and interesting things when we come here. We also love walking along the bay and exploring the marina. On this day, we got here in the evening and walked around the town after dinner. The full moon rising over the lake was incredible. The pictures do not do it justice. We decided to stop by Beulah on the recommendation from a local. It's a beautiful town located on Crystal Lake. The advantage during this trip was that the inner lakes did not suffer from the fish kill like Lake Michigan did, so it was very pleasant to walk along the water in the park the city has along the shore. We went to some beautiful shops and got lots of pictures of the town. We wanted to stop by the antique shop on the way home, but it was closed, so it's on our list of things to do when we go back. This was a new place for us to discover and a great stop before our long drive home. Thank you so much for watching our video. We are hoping to upload more travel videos very soon, hopefully that feature more pictures of Xander. I hog the camera, and since Xander's attached to me, I forget sometimes to make sure he's in the pictures. This is something we are working on remedying in our future videos. If you could, please like and subscribe and share our videos, and feel free to leave a comment down below with anything that you especially liked from our video or any suggestions you might have for future videos. In the meantime, and until our next video, here is to fluffy pups, steady blood sugars, and awaiting adventures.